Hey, and happy Friday, and welcome to this great mini training Vibe High Fridays with Irina, where we are meeting live every Fridays and we learn pieces and bites of how do we manifest consciously. And if this is the first time you are tuning in, welcome. My name is Irina Portnova, and I call myself Manifestation Star because I manifested great things in my life consciously. And this is something I am here to teach you how to do it with fun, with joy, and effortlessly. And before we dive into today's topic, as today's topic is manifestation is a state, not just a date, I just wanted to share something important with you. Understand that manifestation is not a sprint, it's actually the marathon. What do I mean by saying that? That means that we are working out our brain muscle. We are acquiring new skills. And the more we do it, the more we see how skillful we become. The more we see, we connect the dots, we see the signs from the universe, the more we learn how to connect with our intuition and how to navigate this life with more ease and grace. And that's exactly what is teaching the and learning the conscious manifestation, because as I mentioned before, we are constantly manifesting. What does it mean, manifesting? It means to attract into our reality everything what relates to our thoughts, our words, our actions, our emotions. And I just wanted to mention that this month is the last month that you can join our manifestation membership for the price that is currently there, because starting September 1st, the rates are going to be double. Why am I doing it? Because people are creating the results. And I would love for people who are ready and serious to invest in themselves. Because remember, when we manifest on our own, we cannot have the results as fast as we are coming as community, as collective, because that's exactly how our energy works. When we direct our energy together, it multiplies the effect. You just think about that, our Wi-Fi signal becomes much stronger and the universe receives our desires with ease, and we start manifesting much faster. Plus, you always have that accountability. When we come together, you share with other like-minded people, and we have the master classes every month. We have the Q&A time, so you can connect and come to ask any questions. And if this is something you are curious about, you are interested, reach out to me. And again, there is no commitment, but just a month to month membership. So if this is something that speaks to you at the moment as you are hearing my message, and there is something inside of you that just having that whisper saying, okay, let me try, let me discover, let me see what this is all about. This is your intuition speaking to you. And I would welcome you in this space, even if it's for 1 month, just to give yourself the permission to try and see if this is for you. Because once you claim the access, you'll receive all the recordings from our prior time. So you can start exploring and just tapping into that and see if this is something that resonates with you. Because again, in manifestation, it's all about just connecting to that wavelength that you feel like you're riding the wave. It's not about pushing something. It's about just be great in the moment, feel that connection, and be on that manifestation frequency. So if that resonates with you, I am going to this beautiful membership space. Again, the rates are doubling starting September 1st. So if this is something you want to try and experience, just go ahead and register, join in. And like I said, you'll receive the instant access to the entire library of the master classes, of the Q&As, and the free resources that we already have in the library. This is a great way to start because, as the topic of today is, manifestation is a state, not just a date. Understanding that if we just energetically preparing ourselves first thing in the morning, when we are journaling, when we are meditating, when we are reading something, right? When we are affirming something, that 10 minutes set us for the day. But it doesn't mean that that energy is going to be held by itself. Because remember, we are learning with this work how to stay on that frequency. How do we not get frustrated? How we do not get aggressive? How do we not get angry? How do we not become overwhelmed? Because the more you are going to learn how to use the tools, the more you are going to keep your nervous system calm, and the more you're going to stay throughout the day on that frequency, that you are going to magnetize all the desires that you have, right? So the idea is that it's not just having this 10 minutes energetic work or attending the moon ceremonies that I'm also offering all the time. It's about being, right? A state of being. How can I do something on a daily basis that I can stay more in that energy of trust, the energy of belief, the energy to receive, the energy that really keeps me acting, and every step that I'm taking is already moving me closer to where I want to be. A lot of times we are waiting for the circumstances to change, but it's not about the circumstances. The circumstances are always going to be there. And a lot of times people misunderstand. They think, okay, if I do this energetic practice, if I take my action step, I'm good. I can just check that mark on my box that I've done it. And that's exactly what propels my manifestation. But the magic of manifestation is to continue staying on that frequency as much as we can. And I know a lot of times we could remind ourselves multiple times before we actually start noticing our thoughts, noticing our feelings, and we are flipping the script in order to stay longer where we want to stay on that frequency. That's why a lot of times when people are wondering why my manifestation is not coming to fruition, that's why it's important to join the community. That's why it's important to join the manifestation membership, because now you are staying longer on that frequency. You are around like minded people, you are learning, and you are growing. Because the whole point of this life is to grow and evolve and to have fun with that. It's not about just to do list, it's actually who do you want to be? How do you want to show up in this world? What is something that you can add the value in, right? How can you make somebody's life better? Because by serving others, we are serving ourselves. By doing good to others, we are doing the good to ourselves, because the universe is the mirror. The way we are treating others, that's the way we are going to be treated by others. And I know a lot of times it's not happening right away. And a lot of times we might do a lot of great things, but we do not see that reciprocation right away. But I can reassure you, the longer you stay on that wavelength, the longer you are believing that this is the way to live, the more you start seeing that things are unfolding and you see the results. I've seen it happen for me when I manifested my marriage back 7 years ago when I was on the verge of divorce, when I manifested this business and my purpose, when I lost my job during the pandemic, when I manifested my divorce when the time came in, when I manifested my new love partner, when I manifested the success in my business. And it's all just adding, adding, adding. and look at your life as the journey. A lot of times we are just rushing through. We just want to receive, thinking that once we have that, then it's going to make us happy. But happiness is the state of mind. We can be happy at any given state. We can be happy in with any circumstances. It's all about the ability to work with our mindset and the ability to put ourselves on that frequency that if we are connected to something we love doing, if we are connected to enjoy the surroundings, the environment, the people we are talking with, if we are connected on that path of self discovery and just tuning in and know that this is our journey, because it doesn't matter whether we just winning or not, we are always learning, right? And we are always becoming. So look at life more as the game, and the more you learn, the more you're going to know the rules of the game, and then you become the winner. And that's exactly what I wanted to share with you, because again, it's not just have a few practices per day that set us on that frequency. It's actually being in that state of gratitude, being in that experience, being in the good vibes, being in the mode of receiving, being in the mode of relaxation. This is what creates the results. And as I mentioned, there is no better time than join the manifestation membership, because if you are new to manifestation, or if you're the person that manifested something but you want to up level your game, I can promise you that this is a great space where you can connect with like minded people, when you are always going to be welcome, where there is no judgment, there is no shame, there is no blame, there is only pure love. And this is the community you want to belong to if that's something you desire in your life. And I just wanted to give you one tool before we say goodbye. And the tool is the vibe alarm. How can you actually stay longer on the frequency that you desire? So this is the vibe alarm, where you set up a few reminders on your phone. It could be 3 to 5 reminders, right? And each time that reminder shows up, you can have the messages, something like, walk like it's already yours. Right now is the manifestation moment. Smile, your frequency just jumped. So you can create these playful and fun, beautiful messages, the reminders for yourself, and play with that and see how it all comes to your everyday living. Again, we want to understand ourselves better, because the more we explore who we are, the more we are shedding off that layers that were put on by our society, by our parents, by our surroundings, the more we come back to ourselves, who we truly are, and why do we matter. So, wishing you a beautiful, beautiful Friday. If you're watching me on Friday, great weekend. If you're watching me and replay at any given moment, remember, always listen to yourself, because you already know the answer. Your body has the answer. Your intuition guides you all the time. But if you want to learn how to tap to that on a deeper level, that's where you want to check out this manifestation membership. All right, sending you lots of love and light. And remember that manifestation is a state, not just a date. Connect with that on a daily basis more and more. And the more you stay in that state, the more you're going to attract to yourself the opportunities, the right people, and the beautiful moments to cherish. Thank you, and see you next time. Love you all. Bye.